guys, so I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while since I last did a bullet journal setup video, but for this month, it's the last month of the year, and I decided to go with a moon slash gold themed. I don't really know how to explain it. There's just a lot of the moon, and I got these metallic watercolors from Amazon, and I just really wanted to use them. So I'm going to be using those. I'll link them down below. They were actually pretty good. They were a decent price. For my cover page this month, I actually decided to use a tattoo picture as a reference because I wanted to use these flowers while also making the moon a very prominent part of the cover page. So I just sketched everything out beforehand so that I would know how to do it right now. And as you guys can see, I don't have a circle stencil, so I tried using my water bottle, but it didn't really work out. Originally I was going to keep the moon just blank, like on the inside, but since I messed up, I decided to fill it in. And you know, the flowers might look a little bit intricate, but in reality the cover page for this month is quite simple. I didn't want to go too crazy, and the flowers are just to add a little bit of a nice detail. Those aren't really incorporated later on in the rest of the spreads. And I didn't want to lose the part of the stems that I had drawn in initially, so I decided to go in with that gold paint and just draw the thin lines just to add that little bit of detail. And with that same gold paint, I'm adding accents to December, like the word, just on the downstrokes wherever it'd normally be thick if I was doing calligraphy. And just to go into a little bit of detail about why I chose this theme for this month. December is my birth month. It's my birthday this month, and I've always just loved the moon. I don't know what it is about it. I've just always loved drawing pictures of the moon, seeing pictures of the moon. So I really wanted to make a spread with the moon, and I just decided December would be the perfect month for that. And the quote for this month is from Pinterest. I got it off of Pinterest, and it says, "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars." And I just thought that was really inspirational, you know, to always go for what you want, even if you're scared that it won't work out. And it just really touched me because I'm taking a lot of business risks, you could say, right now. Just really trusting in myself, putting confidence in myself that I can do something, and hoping for the best, basically. And throughout the whole setup, you're going to see me using this paper towel, and I just used it to place on top of the watercolor because I didn't want to smear it because there might be a chance that it was still wet. And I just like to put that there just to make sure that it wasn't smeared or that it didn't get on any other page or on my hand and then I accidentally moved it somewhere else. For the monthly overview spread, I decided to go with these like floating squares for each day. Originally, I had planned on making each square completely black, but seeing how much time it took to do the letterings and the moon itself, I decided against that. And as I mentioned before, I drew everything out beforehand so I wouldn't mess up the days. I usually always mess up on the day that I'm starting, I like to start on Sunday, but whenever I'm looking at reference pictures, they usually always start on Monday. So I just had to make sure with that. So if you're looking for inspiration from this, I always start on Sundays. I didn't want to completely lose the black background that I used in the cover page, so I decided to incorporate that in the days of the week instead of each daily box. And again, you can see me there with the paper towel so that I don't mess up the circles that I'm going to place the days in. And you'll notice that I like to keep my monthly overview spread kind of basic. I find that I don't reference it much over the month, so I don't want to put too much detail into it. I just place a calendar. If I ever need to look back at it, it's there. And for my trackers this month, I took inspiration from Amanda Rach Lee. I forgot what month it was that she did a kind of moon themed spread as well, and I just really liked it, but of course I had to add in the touches of the gold to complete everything. The circles, again, they came out really uneven because I just had to freehand them. For the first weekly spread, I also took inspiration from Amanda Rach Lee. I just really liked how this spread in particularly looked. Of course, I added in the gold accents and I changed it up a bit to go with what I needed. And I also used a different quote. I put "Dance by the Moon." I just really enjoyed that quote. So for me, I like to use my bullet journal to keep track of school assignments, but I also now started to incorporate a schedule area, which is basically to schedule when I'm gonna drop off packages for my Etsy shop, or maybe if I have a nail appointment. More like business stuff is gonna go in that area. Meanwhile, the main focus is going to be whatever schoolwork I have to do that day. So if I'm being completely honest, I'm not too proud about how this spread came out. I just wish I was a little bit more precise with it. I decided to use an acrylic paint mixed with water to make the coloring of the moons a little bit easier, but it just came out a little bit too messy. Most of the footage for this week actually got lost. I'm not too sure what happened with it, but this is where I kind of started to make it a little bit funky just to go with what I needed. As you guys know, the last week and a half of December is for holidays and we usually don't have school. So instead of making a special area for my Etsy shop and for any nail appointments that I had, I just decided to make it the main area for this week since there's no school assignments. And that's really what I love about bullet journaling, is you can make it according to your needs, what you need for that month or for that week. And just remember to make it how you need it, how it's right for your life and what you're using it for. This one again came out a little bit sloppy because of the acrylic paint, but I feel like adding the gold accent at the end cleaned it up a little bit and just tied everything together, and that's what it looked like. And now this is the final flip through for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to make it as fast as I could with every week included. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. If you do decide to make any type of recreation, please share them with me. I'd love to know how your spread turned out, and comment down below what you use your bullet journal for. Thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy your month of December, what's left of 2020. Share it with those you love, and yeah.